talk about contrasts on Cricbuzz Comm box at the 15th over. Sri Lanka were in disarray when we reviewed their first 15 overs with 4 wickets down. India, in sharp contrast, haven't lost a wicket. They're well on track for what we figure was a subpar total, 81 for no loss in 15 overs. Rohit Sharma doing what he does in his sleep, score runs in this tournament, and Rahul keeping him good company, 35 of 45. A lot was expected from that first spell of Lasith Malinga, but there hasn't really been any impact. We talked so much about losing the toss and batting on slightly slowing conditions, but India making it look good.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I would say to a certain extent, not great bowling by Sri Lanka also. Sri Lanka definitely short of resources when you talk about fast bowling. They are out and out depending on their season campaigner, or you can say the ace, Lasith Malinga. And we have seen he picked up 3 wickets up front against England, and Sri Lanka won, but today he couldn't pick up a wicket, and you can see where the game is, because other 2 guys, I mean, Ranjit, you talk about new guy, Udana is your, he can only pick wickets if you try to hit him, or Tessera in and out of the team. So definitely short of resources, but at the same time, when you just mentioned Rohit Sharma scoring runs even in his sleep, good thing happened for India is Rahul is there, and what we want to see from Rahul right now, that he has that opportunity to score a big 100, or I would say at least 70-80. He has scored 77 against Bangladesh, but missed 100. Here, he should try his level best to reach 3-figure mark.
Yes, absolutely, because so much of it is about tuning up for that semi-final, no matter where it is. It could be Old Trafford, it could be Birmingham. But I think from the Sri Lankan point of view, that we talked about the slowness of the pitch, which is why in this half of the tournament, people are wanting to bat first. Spinners, will they come into the play at all, or is there not enough runs to play with?
They are short of spinners also. They short of resources when you talk about bowling, because I think you need at least 20 overs of spin on this particular wicket, and spin has been Sri Lanka's strength. This is a good tailor-made wicket for a team like Sri Lanka, but unfortunately they have only 1 spinner, Dhananjay De Silva, and you don't lose a wicket, 15 overs, 84 for 1. Here you are not defending 320, so it will be difficult for him also.
Yes, no Van der Sar, no Jeevan Mendes, but really from India's point of view, this will be a good tune-up. Would you have said a good toss to lose in a sense, because chasing would be the lesser option?
Yeah, I mean, Virat Kohli wanted to bat first, but if you look ahead, if you talk about a knockout game, because only once we have seen in this tournament the team chasing have won. So it's a good test for Virat Kohli's men. We all know that whenever we play at home, Virat loves to chase, and India has chased in last 5 to 7 years, even a score of 350. But when it comes to World Cup, pressure game, it will be good for India to chase these runs comfortably.
Which is the score we are talking about. The magic figure is score over 250. India, of course, have chased it down against South Africa. Yes, they huffed and puffed a little bit. But I think any time you go over 250, it is at least runs on the board from Sri Lanka. It's not a 300-plus score, but at least something for them to play with.
Definitely.
Which means a challenge for India.
It was a challenge, not anymore. I mean, now from here onwards, I mean, never say never, but now Sri Lanka needs a miracle. Because the way Malinga and Ranjit started, they could have put more pressure on Rahul and Rohit Sharma. So it was a combination of bad, I will not say bad, but I would say average bowling, as well as Rohit Sharma man in form. Rahul also got some runs. So from here onwards, things are looking difficult for Sri Lanka, but good practice for India. If they score this, they chase this score comfortably, maybe who knows? I mean, we all know that Virat Kohli have not scored 100. I don't think so he will get chance today, I hope. But if you want to send somebody in the middle, send Rishabh Pant at number 3, because you are definitely going to play him semi-final at hotspot number 4. So give him some match time.
Well, there's interesting, maybe a little room for experiment, but the first priority is to go out and win. And like he says it, there was a challenge, but once you've got through those first 15, the challenge has fizzled out. We'll reassess in the 35th over. How close will India be to their target? Well, hopefully we'll see you in the 35th over on Cricbuzz Comm box.